All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Street Badass Not Live. So this is unlive. The undead. Well, if it were a movie, what would we call it? The undead.
The undead. Yeah, not living.
Damn it, Danny! Your light looks so much better than my light. You got that? See, I can't get that light going right now because it's a different time than it is over there. Because I'm in the USA right now, and you're in the UK.
Well, if you could see what it actually looks like outside, you wouldn't be impressed. I would imagine it looks a lot nicer over there.
It might. So anyway, let's start again. Hey, this is Todd Zumento, and we'll get Danny up here. That's me, Zumento, right out there. We'll get Danny. Who's Danny? Coming up soon.
That's Barksy. Me. Look at that lovely profile picture. Touch of magical. And, fantastic.
We're the guys that have been doing the Street Badass Live on Sundays at 8 p.m. London. We've been doing, I think that we've done probably over 30 episodes.
Yeah, over 30.
Had some really great photographers on there. And Danny and I had spoken and we had discussed trying to do some kind of podcast kind of deal like we're doing right now. And we're going to use this opportunity and this platform to kind of talk about what we're going to do here in the next, in the future, I should say. Some of the plans that we have and some of the people that are going to be involved.
That's right.
So these people that are going to be involved, Danny and I reached out to these people. We have approximately 12 people. So a dozen. And
dirty dozen.
A dirty dozen. And what we're looking at is everybody's going to have a day that they can feature what they like. And they're welcome to do live streams, hop on a live stream, anything like that. So it's kind of an experiment, but I think it'll be interesting because we have a lot of really great photographers that have agreed to take part. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get the first one up here. These are in no particular order. I just wrote them down. So Gavin Robinson.
This is a photographer from London. And he really enjoys going over to take pictures at this
at Speaker's Corner
in Hyde Park.
In fact, I think this guy right here above us is in Speaker's Corner, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. He really interacts with them really well.
Yeah, look at that. That's just an amazing shot right there. Look at this dude right here. That's insane, man. He gets in like really insane shots.
He does. Look, he's got this is a naked bike ride that he took pictures of, which is just a stone's throw from Speaker's Corner.
And in fact, here's an excerpt right there of a live that we did with Gavin. And that was, this is actually, it looks like Reflection, but it's actually two different people.
Yeah, twins.
And that's at the Notting Hill
Carnival. So he covers the Notting Hill Carnival. If you scroll down a little bit more there, you get some really fantastic images.
A lot of great flash stuff.
He loves the flash.
There's some girl action right there.
One interesting thing about Gav is he on his camera, he just uses the auto mode. He'll just take the picture, which is quite refreshing, really, for someone that mucks around with settings a lot. But he gets the results really well.
And the other thing about Gavin is he's going to do the live stream this weekend because Danny's taking a day off to go and see a show.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right, Danny. We'll get you back. So welcome, Gavin. Honored to have you come on board.
Yeah,
get
fantastic
the next guy here. Next guy here, Matt Roberts. And Matt does a live stream already with Street Badass. He also does Rico Mafia. And Matt does a lot of fashion stuff as well as a lot of kind of documentary stuff. Another cool thing to mention is he does do with Monkey in the Street. He has a collaboration. And what they do is she takes the pictures from Math and then makes collage art out of it, which is actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, I love that one. I haven't
yeah,
actually seen that before. That's a great shot.
I really enjoy the collage stuff too, as well as Math's work. Math is out of Wales, and you can see him every night at approximately 9 p.m. UK.
That's every Wednesday,
Thursday.
Thursday, every Thursday.
Every Thursday, unless we change the date. But we've done a few shows and had some really interesting people on there. The focus on the show is the Ricoh GR, but obviously there's more to life than just Ricoh GR. So we talk about the Ricoh GR in comparison to other cameras and that. But it's a fun show to do. Let's go to the next guy here. Here we have Adrian, and Adrian is out of Australia. He was a guest on one of our live streams earlier, back when we were called Just Street Badass.
Yeah, he gets some amazing shots, and he'll basically find an area to shoot with great light or a wonderful silhouette, and he'll just wait there and take that shot. He's got some fantastic images.
He does a lot of traveling too. Before COVID, he did a lot of traveling. He gets a lot of great, like kind of big and bold images with a lot of really cool color.
Yeah,
the one shot that comes to mind, look at that shot right there with the opera house and that.
Yeah, that's quite new, and that's do you know what? That's an amazing shot. He must have lined up perfectly with what do you think that is? Maybe can't be the sea, can it? It's got to be.
I'm guessing it's a fountain,
sort of thing.
Yeah, a fountain or something like that. But I mean, that's an example of kind of shot that he can pull off. He's got some other stuff. I think he went to Bangladesh, and he had some really amazing stuff coming out of there too. It's just
people
crazy.
Jumping over the trains.
Yeah, it was awesome. So he's coming to us from Australia.
He's our man in Australia.
He is. He's great. Welcome. It's an honor to have you on board, Adrian. And here we have
Blind Eye.
Blind Eye or Blindy. I called it Blindy up until we had her on the show. And apparently it's Blind Eye.
Yeah,
so it shows you how much.
Blind Eye, but everyone have been calling her Blindy.
How much do I know? But what town is she in? Do you remember, Danny?
All I know is I'm pretty sure she actually lives in the UK, like England, but she's from Ireland.
Is it Sheffield? Was she in Sheffield? Is that what it was? It's somewhere kind of in the Midlands, I thought.
Yeah, maybe Midlands, yeah. But she it's got a hell of a lot of humour in her work. And she's really good at captioning as well. So she'll take a shot and she'll do an amazing caption that will lead you in the direction she wants to lead you in.
Yeah, never a dull moment with Denise's pictures, for sure. And I love we'll throw a dog in there every once in a while, which I love because I love pictures of dogs. It's like my Achilles heel.
Yeah, look, go up a little bit, Todd, if you can.
That dog?
No, I quite like that man. See, with the camera, and he's got the ice cream, the double ice cream on his head. I didn't actually realise that was it's down a bit below the wolf man. That's the one. You see the double ice cream on his head. It's actually resting on his head.
I didn't notice that. That's great. So anyway, great example of Denise's work, and we're honored to have Denise come on board as well. Let's get Zarin on here. And so Denise is originally from, real quick before we get Zarin going, Denise is originally from Ireland, but lives in the UK.
Yeah, I believe so.
And here we have Zarin Yu. We tried to do one of these podcasts with him earlier, but we had echo problems we're not having today. So we'll try that again later on with Zarin. Zarin is out of China, and he's going to do a day, and he does a lot of flash. He shoots a
Zeren's a very
Fuji.
special photographer. I mean,
There he is right
amazing
there.
work, really amazing work.
Interesting fact, when I was in Barcelona last weekend, the guy that I shot with, Alex, was friends with Zarin as well. And we were sending updates to Zarin as we were running around shooting. So it was pretty funny. I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's
it's
small
crazy.
world. You know, what's
Yeah.
funny about that, it makes you think it's kind of a small world. There are a lot of street photographers out there, but I tell you, if you know one street photographer, you basically, or a few, you basically have a connection to all of them, more or less.
Yeah, I've met a few street photographers. Just you'll eye someone up that's got a camera and he's looking around shiftily, and you'll think, oh yeah, he's a street photographer. And I usually do approach them and just talk to
Shifty.
them. Yeah, and
When you see them, they're all shifty.
they are
A shifty street photographers.
hiding in bushes and stuff. And
Let's take a look, couple more of his pictures.
whenever I talk to them, they'll know someone I know, or they'll know me, or I'll know them. I mean, this is amazing work, and the funny thing about Zeren is he's been doing this 6 months, which is
he's
outstanding.
super new, and he's really like pulling a rabbit out of his hat on this stuff. Great stuff. So welcome to Zeren. We appreciate you. He's been contributing some pictures already, so he contributed a picture yesterday as well.
Yeah. So the idea is each of these people will have a day over the space of about a fortnight, and they can post whatever they want. So they can post one picture, 5 pictures. They can post all pictures from one photographer. They can do a variety of photographers. The idea is that maybe they try and do photographers in their local area or in their country they're in, but there's no rules really.
And the next photographer we have here coming out of Israel is Ido Pettisour. Great photographer, great colors. Honestly, one of the best I've ever seen as far as colors in the pictures go, which is interesting because when we had him on the show, he actually mentioned that he started out in black and white.
He did. And it was a really cool shot as well, because it's the first one on the Street Badass live feed, actually.
Yeah, if you look at the feed, we actually have the very first picture when we restarted. We did the restart with Street Badass Live because the other one was taken away.
Yes.
We started out with one of Iddo's shots from back in the 80s. But this is Iddo's work here. Just, I mean, color all over the place. I was with Iddo when he shot that one right there in New York City.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one on
in the middle.
On the top left-hand corner reminds me of Elmo so much. I don't know
why. It's a great shot. It was great.
It is a good shot. Look at that hair. It's amazing. Yeah.
That's hair to die for right there.
Yeah.
If I had hair like that, I'd probably have that same hairstyle.
If I had hair, I would have that same hairstyle.
They got things you can do nowadays. They got special lotions and stuff, right? I don't know if it's worth it. Like if you lose your hair, like is it worth it to try to get it back? I don't know.
Nah, it's a hassle. I'll just put a hat on.
Yeah, I mean, is it like shiny bald the whole head, or do you know?
It's quite
too
bald.
Much information.
Yeah, it's pretty bald. There's a few stray hairs that grow on it.
Kind of on the bottom, kind of bit, or it's.
Yeah, I try and keep it all low though.
You just zip it off.
Yeah, it's better.
Honestly, I thought about that, but my wife won't let me do the shaved head.
Why would you do a shaved head?
She's like,
hair? There's just no reason.
No, no
reason to. I agree with her totally.
Hey, so anyway, back to Iddo.
Yeah,
we got to stop talking about bald heads. Yeah. But back to Iddo, just fantastic. I mean, he kind of goes from color to sometimes minimalism, but like, look at that middle shot there.
Yeah, it's all you need. It's all you need of the shot. Yeah, it's got everything in it.
And it's so interesting to see where he came from on that, because it's surprising, and it's when I think about when I shoot, I just don't know if I'd see that, and it's so great to see somebody that sees that. So his input's going to be greatly appreciated. Welcome, Iddo.
If you can see what we're doing here, so everyone's got their own thing. Everyone's got their own style. Everyone's got something different to add. to offer. So we've tried to have a mix of people.
And we thought that the idea is if we have a bunch of different photographers who are all fantastic photographers in their own right, then it kind of avoids the echo chamber effect
Yeah,
with the stuff coming in, because I think it's like, for example, with that last picture with Iddo, and then we'll talk about David here. That last picture with Iddo, I think it's great to see that kind of that point of view. Like the dress was a great example, where if you see that point of view that I would never see, it's great to be shown that, because it kind of makes me look personally at things to try to change the way I'm looking around too. So
yeah. I mean, we'll be learning from all these people ourselves, and we'll be introduced to different photographers that we don't know about. So it's all
absolutely,
good.
it's going to be a big circle. This guy's David. I know David. I shot with David out in Paris. He's actually Italian, but he's living in Paris. So most of the stuff that you see is set out in Paris. He's got a couple accounts. This happens to be his black and white account, and that shot right above us there, Danny, is one of my particular favorites, which works really super well in black and white.
It does actually.
Um,
I've seen it in color, and it works better in black and white. And
yeah, and it
it's got
pains
it
me to say
perfect.
that because I'm such a color slut. I just love the color. But it does pain me to say it, but I have to say that it does look better in black and white. You can quote me on this. You caught me. I had to say it this time. But that's a fantastic photo. He's a great guy to go and shoot with. I've shot with him a couple times in Paris. There's another great shot right there, that profile. I like the kid down there. You see the
He's
kid
taking a
in there?
picture of the photographer, isn't he?
Maybe the guy. Maybe that guy's famous or something.
Yeah, could be.
But he's got a great sense. He shoots a GR3, by the way, but he's got a great sense of shadow.
He has.
And
You can see that coming through. I mean, I know he's got he's got a hub himself, Street Shadow hub, I think.
and does he? Is that David?
I believe so.
I don't think so.
Have a look at the top.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Oh, he is. Oh, he's in. He's in Street Shadow Hub. Gotcha. Okay.
Ah, creator.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be in Street Badass as well.
Yeah,
He's got a lot on his plate then, huh?
he has.
All right. Well caught, Danny. I didn't know that.
That's because me and him are friends. Keep Calm and Carry One. He's friends with Street Shadow Hub.
Yeah, and Street Badass too.
Yeah.
There's a nice wheeled shot. So anyway, welcome, David. We appreciate your input. Let's go on to the next guy, our next gal here. We have Georgie Peel.
Famous over here for being on the BBC show, where she, for my mind, she the best one.
In my mind too. And the thing I love about her work is the color coming down on this guy. Like if
She loves light, really loves light.
Yeah, there's always a kind of an examination of light almost, and she finds a background and works with it, and it's really interesting to see, especially, and there she is right there, especially in London. So I think she's done most of her work in London, and I think she goes out to the beach every once in a while, and I think she shot out in South Africa.
I think this was she went on a staycation in Devon, so she carried on shooting there, which was quite a change for her, because nearly all the shots I'd seen of her before that were in the same sort of area, so it's quite refreshing to see. But she's another one that will stay quite far back, and she'll wait until she gets the person or the setting that she wants, and she'll just wait on that area and take that shot, and it works. She gets great shots.
I kind of like, if you can see over there in the lower left, that kind of peekaboo through the crack.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's great.
She's done that really well, and even the little hand holding it as well.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shot. So we do appreciate Georgie coming on board.
Okay, so
See
we've
how
got Shelby.
Shelby, Cameralicious.
Shelby Cameralicious.
Sh-
And she's over in Bristol, I think. And she's very much like a documentary style. She's done quite a few different series. One on an Elvis Presley sort of appreciations sort of thing they do in Wales, I think, which I've seen some really amazing shots from. And also she's done some drag queen shots. She's done some shots over in America as well. What was that?
Oh yeah, it
What
was
do they call that?
she?
Pageant? Is it
Yeah,
pageant?
like real young kids doing beauty pageants,
Yeah.
and that stuff was just like off the charts. It was so amazing to look at. What I love about her work is she does flash as well. She's big into the flash,
Yeah,
and
you can see
she
that.
did a
Yeah.
series here at night. When you're shooting flash, you're talking my language. Personally, I love it. But she gets some really great characters. See if we can find like here she does
Oh, I like that
some
one.
performers at night, some people performing at night, just fantastic work. And then out in the
That's maybe
street, she
part of
gets
the
some stuff.
drag series.
Yeah, I think she did a series with drag.
Can we get down to the Elvis? Love the
Yeah, let's see if
Elvis.
we can find some Elvis here. She actually went out. If you see the snake right there, these snakes, she went down to the snake festival in Italy, and that's where
Yeah,
she's
that's
got all these
mental,
snake
isn't it?
pictures. It is, man. Like the snakes, it's like what the hell. There's some more showgirl kind of stuff. I don't see Elvis. Elvis might be.
It's
I think that
coming. It's
might be an
coming.
Elvis one right there. There's
There we
Elvis.
go.
See, these are the
There they
Elvis
are.
pictures here. Yeah, just I mean, those stop you in your tracks. Those Elvis shots, man. I love it.
This is the Elvis shots are what attracted me to Shelby's account. First of all, I think I saw one shot. Someone shared it at a hub, and I found her account, and it was one of the accounts that I just went right down to the bottom. I looked at every shot, loved every shot.
Yeah, yeah, me too. It was great stuff. A lot of fun to look at. So Shelby, welcome and thank you very
Yeah,
much. We're excited to have you on board. Let's see if we can find Linda here. There she is. Next we have Linda. I believe
Linda.
her last name is Svens,
Yeah, Linsvens.
and she's out of Sweden. And she's got some great Swedish pictures here. One cool thing about Sweden is they love their old American cars. Same thing with like Finland. And so you see, if you've ever been to Sweden, you see like these old American cars, kind of muscle cars,
Yeah.
and those guys love them. And it's kind of like that where I come from in Michigan too, where the people have like we call it a beater, which is a car that you drive around in the snow, and then they'll have a
Okay.
garage. Out in the garage, they'll have like their special like muscle car. It'll
Right.
be
Got you.
like an old car like this, and that's a car they only drive in the summer. That's a very kind of northern thing to do. So I think that kind of carries. I don't know which way that came from, but they do the same kind of thing there. So I'm telling you, they're not driving that in the winter. That's in a barn or something.
She's really good with. She takes some amazing black and white portraits, as you can see there.
Yeah,
There's
that
another
portrait
one of
right
that.
there is fantastic portraits.
There's
Um,
one of that. I think it's actually a gentleman down further, a bit further. That's particularly good. But she
like look at the ice cream girl right there. That's a really good one, isn't it? Look at that. I'm guessing that's ice
she's
cream or
really
the. Go ahead, Danny.
good at getting emotions as well. She's quite happy to just sit in an area and capture some interaction between people, some laughing or some people embracing or anything like that. She picks up some really good emotions in her work.
It's for me personally, I love the fact that she gets in there and does these portraits, but it's also interesting because it's kind of like a trip to Sweden. And
Yeah,
in Sweden's one of those places where I'd really like to get over there, but it's just been weird with COVID and everything. My plan was to go this summer. I'd get the chance. So we'll see. I don't know if I want to go to Sweden and shoot in the wintertime. I'll shoot
yeah,
in
it's
the
gonna be
winter.
cold, I would imagine.
Yeah, but shooting in the winter, I don't know if those days are behind me or not. But I'm not going to say never. But that's a great shot right there, by the way.
Yeah, perfect. Look at that.
But
This
it's
is
cool to see all these Swedish scenes. You know what I mean?
so the idea of this is just to get the sort of Scandinavian perspective.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
Welcome,
see that
Linda.
that's that one where your pointer is now. I like that. That's like she's just
Yeah, they're getting ready to
captured a candid
kiss.
moment there. Yeah,
Sweden, the land of love. They're getting
yeah,
ready to kiss. Well done, Linda. Welcome. We appreciate it.
yeah. Thanks for coming aboard.
I feel like we should have had some music behind this. We have Ian, Motor Features. Um, he's got so many great pictures of all of these. He's out of Ireland. Is he from the UK originally? Hard to say.
I think he's from Ireland.
Is he from Ireland?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's got that accent. So
Has he? Okay. Sometimes, I hate to say this because you guys probably laugh at me. Sometimes I can't tell a difference.
no, well,
Yeah.
I'm guessing we'll get this. We have the same problem with the Americans. I'm sure
And
you know all the
Canadians.
areas people are from. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm mistaken for a Canadian sometimes when I'm
I
down in
do
the
actually get
South.
that. Yeah, I get a little bit of a twang.
If I have a couple beers and the northern Michigan kind of accent comes out a little bit more. Um, Great
I wonder
dude,
if you
Ian.
can go to the
Yeah,
top and press the tagged pictures because we should get the special one, maybe.
let's see. I think maybe it went away. He was recently featured in Street Badass. He ran across this guy right here in the middle with the teacup,
Yeah, I like that one. I like.
and he insisted that he take his picture. But it's such a great shot, man. I just love that shot.
See if we can
Um,
get down to the special. Is it on there?
let's see.
One of my favourite shots of
Where's
all
he at,
time.
man? Where's he
Oh, I love these as well. These are special.
at?
Where's it gone? Oh, I know
Yeah,
why it's
no,
gone.
it's gone. Ian,
Yeah,
we'll see if we can get a hold of Ian, but Ian's got a shot that he's done, and I'm sure it's deep in his feed somewhere.
yeah.
But
It's
he's
probably
got the
down quite
shot
far,
that
I
is
reckon.
actually like when we had him on the show. I described it as like after you take that shot, your work is done. You don't need to take another shot because
It's one of those special ones.
it is. If I had to, honestly, if I had to say, it's like top 5 shots that I've ever seen. It's just such a great shot. Um, it's legendary. It's worth looking through his feed to find. It's a guy, and he's playing a piano, or an organ, and he's completely naked, like,
Yeah.
and it says something about my big organ or something. I mean, it's
Maybe
just
you could just find it. Let's go down and
it's.
find it.
Oh, I've looked. It's. He's got a lot of pictures. We won't find it. We'll post it. In fact, I'll
Okay.
reach out to Ian and I'll have Ian send it to me because that's worth posting again. Because actually, it's almost worth like getting a tattoo. It's that good. Like you can get that. Like
Yeah, it's a special shot. I think it was
it
featured on
is.
the telly as well when he took it.
Like I saw that shot, man. I was like, man, I almost feel like giving up because I'm never going to reach that pinnacle of street photography. It's such a great shot, man.
I think you've actually got about 3 amazing shots. It's very rare to get more than 3 or 4 amazing shots ever, even like the top guys.
Oh, that
And
dude's got. Yeah,
and even
Ian's
if you
got a
get
lot,
one,
man. Yeah,
if you
Ian's
get
got.
one though, that's special, isn't it? I
I
don't
would
think I've got
say.
one.
I would say that he's. I'd say you got quite a few. I would say that Ian's got more than one though. I'd say he's like. I mean, that shot right there. There's his series of that dude. Like that's a great shot, man. I love that shot. But he's
Yeah,
done.
no, it
What he
is good.
does is he does a lot of buskers out on the streets of. There's that guy. It looks like he's from Guns N' Roses.
He does. He looks like Slash.
Cousin It. Looks like Cousin It from the Munster. What's that? The family, Adam's family, Cousin It.
Yeah, that's.
I'm aging myself there, Danny.
Oh no,
Um,
I remember Cousin It.
the cool thing about all of this, I think, these pictures is as time goes on, they're actually just going to get better because
I like the passion there with the girl.
Yeah, it's great. Buskers are interesting to talk to and to check out. I mean, it's a cool thing to do.
But again, it's something different. It's someone that adds something different to the
yeah, definitely a different
collection.
perspective, and it's always good. In fact, I'll say that I really didn't shoot a whole lot of people playing music in the street until I looked at Ian's stuff and I thought, well, what the hell? I mean, it's actually fun to shoot.
Yeah.
So he's actually been an influence on my humble offerings. Thank you, Ian. We appreciate your input. And everybody, like we said earlier, everybody's going to have a day, and we'll do it from there.